Alright, the next poster for the next Digimon movie is out, so I can finally do my review so we can speculate on the next movie towards the end. But what is up, ladies and gents, Nate here, bringing you my review of Digimon Adventures Tri Movie 2. I don't remember the title of this, but it dealt with me being Joe, and that's what I remember, and that's what's important. So the second movie is called Determination. I guess that's a fitting title for this movie, or these 4 episodes, whatever you want to call it. But let's kick off with the story of the second movie, and that starts with a spraying bats episode. I'm not gonna lie, and then it kind of transitions into a school festival episode, and then we don't really get, much story until probably the last episode, or if you're watching Crunchyroll, which is the only legal way to watch it. But if you're watching as a whole, if you're by your means, it's literally the last 20 minutes where stuff is literally happening. But I mean, there are stories sprinkled in throughout each 4 episodes, throughout this entire second movie, but a lot of it doesn't get fully realized to the last episode, or the last 20 minutes, or however you're watching this, the last part really. But seeing our Digidestins doing slice of life stuff wasn't that bad actually, because it actually had some character development throughout the entire series. But I'll get into that more in the character sections that I usually do. But other than that, we see a Digimon Adventure Season 2 character join into the fray, and it's quite interesting on how he's going to play into the story, because I have no idea what's going on. I have a slight idea, but I'm not gonna super spoil it here in this review. But if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. And when you do see the movie, considering you're watching this and then gonna watch the movie or the 4 episodes, it's definitely interesting. I'm actually excited to see how it's gonna play out. But let's move on to the characters. So where movie 1 focused on Tai and Matt and them dealing with their new ideologies that they have formed, the second movie deals with Mimi and Joe. Again, I'm still standing by with Mimi as best girl for Digimon, because all the fan service that we got in this episode, I ain't complaining. And it's weird because it's Toei fan service, which isn't, super edgy, boobs are flying everywhere left and right with nipples here and there and butt shots left and bottom. But it's, it was just the right amount of fan service that I actually like, because I don't, like ecchi series as much as I did when I first started watching anime. I feel like that's a sign when you're growing up, when you're tired of seeing boobs and butts on anime. But I still watch Fairy Tail, or at least read the manga, so I guess that evens out, right? Anyway, movie 2 treats Mimi and Joe as 2 ends of a spectrum, where Joe is super conservative. He's very undecisive of what he wants to do. Joe wants to grow up and be an adult and do adult things, but he knows he still kind of has to save the world, but he doesn't exactly want to do so, and he doesn't know why the world is making him save the world. And then we have Mimi over here, who's an extrovert. She's always speaking her mind. She believes in, saying what you think at the moment, because you might not get the chance to say that thing ever again, so you might as well live life as you go on and not stop and think about things. But the thing about these characteristics and these ideologies is that it can get annoying to other people and those you're surrounded by. Everybody is calling out Mimi for being, hey, you shouldn't, we didn't give you the okay to say this, you gotta talk to people, you can't go on a whim doing this and that. And they also say that to Joe, be like, Joe, you gonna help out, or you just gonna be there and let Gabumon, not Gabumon, which one is it, Gabu, no, it's God, his Digimon, why can't I remember his name right now? His picture is going to be on the screen, but him, and just let him sit there and do nothing. Gomamon, that's his name. I knew it started with a G, but I don't remember, because, Gomamon is an ice type, so to speak, where Gabumon's water, and then he evolves to water, or Digivolves to a water ice type. It gets confusing, because it's his attack name is Icy Howl or whatever, or something like that. But, it's Gomamon. And actually, I enjoy this, that Gomamon's Joe, if you're not going to do anything, what's the point of me being here and supporting you, where I should be with the other Digimon, my friends, and trying to save the world? And again, going back to Mimi, is that she, she does things on a whim, even though people tell her to wait. She doesn't necessarily wait, and she just goes and does her own things and doesn't worry about the consequences like she should. But there's actually another character that was introduced in the first movie, but she didn't have a major role like she does in the second movie, and the major role that she will have throughout the rest of the series. And that character is Mei, and she's your typical anime girl that's super conservative. She wears glasses. She's kind of shy, but then our main characters kind of let her join the fray because she's also a Digidestined, so to speak, and she has a Digimon named Meikomon. Kid you not, you know what the nickname for that thing is? Mei-chan. Oh no, it's Mei-kun. Something. It's Mei. They just call it Mei. And like there's Mei and then there's Mei Digimon, and it's like, why? I feel like it was cute from like the storyboard perspective, but it's not as cute when you're talking about them as a review. But there's Mei and then her Digimon Meikomon. So there you go. And they do play in the story, but again, we're still getting started. We still have 4 more movies to go, where the first movie, it was, the beginning, chapter 1, and, we're just getting reintroduced to our characters, where chapter 2, our characters are getting to know each other once again, and, things are getting, getting going, because we do get some, story going. But in the third movie, I feel like we're definitely going to find out why Mei is connected to everything that's happening, and the main overarching story of the Digimon Tri, or Digimon Adventure Tri movies. But moving on to the animation of this movie, it's, when it came to regular, animation, it's Toei. Again, they still do the same thing where it's like, here's a shot of the school, and some students are here and there. They don't move, but like our main characters and then the ones that we need to talk, they're gonna keep on talking and moving just through them. But when it came to the 3D animation, I really felt like they stepped up the game. Like initially, where they do the typical Patamon digivolves to Andromon or whatever the Digimon it is. In this case it will be Palamon and Gomamon. When they did the regular Digi-evolution, it was regular. It was fine. I didn't. I remember in my first review I said I didn't like it as much, but I guess I'm used to it now, so I don't really mind it. But this time where Palamon and Gomamon digivolve, past their champion forms, past Togemon, and I forgot Gomamon's second or champion evolution stage, but where they go to their ultimate, and initially in the Megas, like in the poster, they didn't do a montage this time, which holy crap, I'm like, thank God, because it was actually really cool seeing them digivolve. Now, if you remember from the original series, it was the Digivice. It goes, it shines a beam of data into like the crest of whoever is there at the moment. In this case, Joe and Mimi's crest, and then it digivolve goes into the champion forms of Palamon and Gomamon, and then they digivolve, using that form. And like for example, Togemon, he goes from the little, since he's a cactus, he has a little flower on his head. That flower, it like closes and then it blooms into Lilimon. And then Gomamon, he stands up and gets like a fur and a hammer and evolves to, I believe, Zudomon. But when it came to Digimon Adventures Tri, I'm not gonna lie, I got pretty hyped when I saw Togemon digivolve into Lilimon, because they literally stepped up their game. Again, it wasn't a montage, you saw them digivolve, and it was really cool. You saw the crest, you saw a flower blooming. It wasn't initially the same way that they did it in the original series, but it was still pretty cool. And honestly, I enjoyed it. Could have been better a little bit. Again, no white background. I have white background, I know it's annoying, but I can't paint my walls because that's way too much work, and I already have all these stuff hanging around, and it's just I would have to move stuff out and stuff like that. But give a little bit more color to the to the background. I've been waiting to see all the other Digidestins, to see their Digimon go from Ultimate to Mega, and honestly, I was actually pretty happy on how they digivolved from Ultimate to Mega. Granted, I felt like it could have been more flashy, but what we got wasn't bad, and it was definitely a step up from the first movie. But all in all, in the 3D animation, when it came to the Digimon evolutions, the Digi-evolutions, it was really, to me, I've gotten used to it, and now it actually looks better with seeing it instead of seeing it as a montage. But now it is time for my grade 4 Digimon's Adventures Tri, second movie known as Determination, and that being, it's okay. Like, it's not super good. Like, it's a must watch if you're a Digimon fan, but it's not like it's super bad either. It's definitely a step above the first movie, but since I have a very simple grading system, this is where I put it. Like, if I were to, I would definitely say it's getting better, and I'm just excited to see what happens next. Like I said at the beginning, the third poster was just released, I believe, like last night or yesterday, and it shows Izzy and TK. Granted, it only shows Izzy's, Digimon in its Mega form. I do not know its name. It's like Hercules Kabuterimon or something along the lines of that. But that looks badass. Granted, I don't know why you would use a yellow background when a Digimon is gold, but hey, that's not up to me. It also shows Patamon as Patamon I swear to God, if we don't get Patamon's Mega Evolution again, I'm gonna be kind of mad. Like, I really want to see the knight again. I don't remember his name, Seraphimon, something along the lines of that. I'll show a picture here. But, like, I want to see those two and just want to see how, how they compare, Izzy and TK. Because from what I've been seeing them doing is, like, they take two characters, the characters on the movie posters, and, compare them to one another, or at least, like use them as characters on a spectrum, whether they be on total opposites of one another, or they're somewhere within the spectrum. Like, Izzy's nerdy, but he's also nice, and TK's also nice. So if anything, I can just see them be like, yeah, we're buddies and we're both nice, but we're right now the only ones that can deal with the situation. But hey, everything I said in this review is all my opinion. Let me know yours down in the comments below. Have you seen Digimon Adventures Tri Movie 2 called Determination? Or if you haven't, like I said, Crunchyroll is your way to go if you want to watch it legally and support the anime industry. But with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Thank you for watching, and I truly do appreciate it. I will see you guys on next time, whenever that is. I have no idea, but until then, bye bye.